Well, we're going to do an update. I'm really confused by social network circles right now. I've got like 17 different circles on 17 different platforms, and none of them make sense. But Instagram seems like most like the stories feature that I like about WhatsApp, except with better reach. Jay survived the winter, and I wrote some music and made some videos, and I also worked on some software. I'm working on a platform called Lightweb, and I worked for 4 months on it, pretty hard. And I have like a, I have like a sloppy mess. Anyways, I'm gonna try to start a business as well. I'm gonna become an independent contractor and try to get help companies with search, agentic era website search. That's going to be my thing for a while, and I'm going to try to make some money and survive, afford to. I need to buy a tractor and carve some paths out of the woods here. Actually, I wish I could even explain to you. Once you go up in that direction there, how beautiful it is, because it cuts into kind of a mountainous area. It's hard to explain, but it's really pretty. And I'm really, really motivated to start carving a path up there. And yeah, so I survived the winter. I I relied on this freezer quite a bit because in the winter I have very limited power. And in the winter, this thing consumes almost no power because it just stays cold by itself. And on the milder days, it kicks in. And I just shut down my fridge inside. I shut it down completely. And I was basically living off very little power all winter, and it felt really good. Very quiet and peaceful. I'm gonna close in quite a bit of this porch just because in the winter you really don't want the wind blowing up against your house. And as well, it creates kind of a mess in here with snow and everything. So I'll get kind of a greenhouse effect in this porch, and I think it's really gonna help me with warming efficiency. I went through almost all of my wood, but I have a little bit left. It was a lot of work cutting and stacking wood pretty much throughout the winter. Come on, Stella. So yeah, this is my house. You can see my fridge is running at the moment, which is a luxury. And it's not a luxury from the standpoint of, oh, I get to have food in the fridge that I can keep now. It's a luxury of like being able to let go of minimalism, like let minimalism breathe. Because I like being minimal. I like going without a fridge and seeing like, you know, what can I live off of here? You know? Oats. That's what. Oats and frozen food. You can live off of that. Hello. Yummy. So, I have hot water. And my dishwasher now works, so I'm using that. Well, since I have hot water, I can use it. Sorry about the noise. I'm running laundry. Thank God, now I have laundry, and I have gas dryer. So I'm gonna be doing 3 years worth of laundry today. And when the sun shines, I do laundry for free. Upstairs is still a painting zone, but I'm getting very, very close because actually as you can see now, it's just the tight trim that's left to do, and then this area will get converted to got the bunk beds there, the mattresses, make it cozy up here so that I can have visitors. Yeah, and so you can see I've been working on the baseboards here. I haven't done my tight trim yet. And then additionally, once all that's done, there's quite a bit of work to do with caulk. It always ends up that way. So it's ridiculous the way we build houses. Really, it's just you make a mistake and then you cover it up, and then you have to cover that up, and then when you're done, it's just caulk. I don't know how to explain it, but it's wrong. You know, I'm not an artist. I'm not trying to do art. I'm trying to build a house, and a house is a commodity. So I don't understand why everything always has to be, you know, all custom made. But if I want to have a kitchen, then apparently that's what's required. This is my house. Stella. The Mayan lunar calendar. This is my work space. And my bedroom. Oh, there, this is a trim job as well here. I'm gonna glue the insulation to the attic hatch. This has been nice to have in the winter. Strangely in the winter, it's nice to have. It really moves air throughout the house with the wood stove. I'm gonna put shelving up in here. Right now it's not quite done yet, but it's gonna be really nice to have my shelves up. And this is my main thing I don't have done yet is my shower area. Look, I'm clean, okay? It's creative. Nature's Head composting toilet. It's my bathroom. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. This year I have plans. I split up my life actually. I organized my life over the winter. And the way I see it is that I need half of my day for myself. And that means after 5, my time is my time. If I want to lie on the ground, then that's my business. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it or self-shame or do all the things oh, you should be working harder, you have no income, there's gardens to be made and blah, blah, blah. No. Half the day I get to do whatever I want. It's my life. I'm done wasting it. Not that I've wasted my life, but honestly, it's been out of control. And here's where it gets interesting. The other half of the day, now what am I supposed to do? Get a full-time job? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Because if I did that, and ultimately I might have to, but if I did that, what does that leave me with? That's the real question. And what it leaves me with is I then have to spend the rest of the day taking care of myself. All the jobs of the world. Because when you boil it down, you can't pay people to take care of you. It's unsustainable. And that means Uber Eats, therapists, lawyers, take your pick. And so the bottom line is, I am responsible for taking care of myself, and so I have to carve out time so that I can actually accomplish these things and not have a complete meltdown when my life falls apart. So this is the new schedule, and I've been using this schedule now for about 2 weeks, and it's been working really well for me. I've been productive and happy, and this is where I landed. 4 hours, I wake up, I have my coffee, and I spend 4 hours at least, well, actually my rule is 1 hour, just working on work, figure out how to way to make money, sit at the computer, which is nice. I like to do that in the morning. Get my coffee, sit at the computer, make money, because I live in the world. It's not ideal. And then 4 hours, or at least 1, then I do domestic. I do my laundry, I clean the house, build a shed, whatever it's required. And on good days, I'll work for 12 hours on the computer, or I'll work for 12 hours on building a shed. Or another plan I have is I need to fix up my camper. But I need to break it up into those smaller pieces because starting jobs sucks. And you have to be able to just chip away at all the work every day so that the next day when you wake up, you're in a different place. Because when you wake up and you're in the same place as something that was giving you anxiety yesterday, that's a bad feeling. And it compounds negatively. So instead, we compound positively, which is my whole new theory on actually being productive and happy. So yeah, so the plan for this year is I'm going to fix up the camper a little bit. There's some, I think I'm going to repaint it, rebuild the roof. It took a beating in its journey so far, so. And I'm hoping to take a trip out west for like the latter part of the summer once I have wood stacked and an income source. Yeah. And yeah, that's my pragmatic approach to 2026. What do you think?